folks, it's Daisy and welcome back to my channel. Today's video was made possible thanks to Basic Fun and Littlest Pet Shop for graciously sponsoring this video and sending me the pets that are going to be featured in this video. As you can see, I received the full 18-pack set of Series 4 Blind Box LPS. But today's sponsor post won't just be any lengthy review, it is a customizing opportunity. If you don't know, LPS Cobalt released a video called the LPS Custom Mashup Challenge, I believe it's what it's called. The main challenge is to randomly select 5 G7 LPS, and that will determine your custom design. I thought it would be a lot more fun if we went in blind. And by blind, I mean with blind boxes. They will determine the type of custom design I'll be making for this video. And once we've made our main selections, we'll begin customizing this very LPS. Before we get started, I'm going to explain how the mashup works. So, like I mentioned before, we'll be randomly picking 5 LPS that'll be our reference points for this custom design. The first LPS will be the base, the mold that we paint or design on. The second LPS will represent the color that we're going to paint to the base. The third LPS we unbox will be our reference on how to paint our markings. The fourth LPS, what color we should paint those said markings. And then finally, the fifth LPS will determine what our design's eye color will be. All right, now let's pick our 5 LPS. Okay, which one are we gonna pick first? Normally people pick like the front-facing blind boxes, but I'm gonna start it off with this one. Uh-oh, I guess that'll be our second one. And then these are the pets that you can get from the Wave 4 blind boxes. What's gonna happen if we get the golden panda? Like, I don't want to paint on the panda. I really hope this base is not the golden panda. It would be a shame to paint over it. Quick disclaimer, the LPS that I will be unboxing are from the KX manufacturer. There are 2 manufacturers, KX and ES. ES is the most popular manufacturer, with the LPS coming out very clean and detailed. KX hasn't had a great track record with coming out with high quality LPS. Thankfully, most blind boxes that I've seen appear in stores happen to be ES. It's just that this batch I was sent happened to be KX, so it's a perfect customizing opportunity at least. Oh, I see a little tab. Oh, it's not taped. That's interesting. Like in the past blind boxes, you had to like have them taped. Okay, I just completely demolished this blind box. You know what? Whatever. So just to recap, this will be the LPS that I'm going to paint on, and I really hope it's not the golden panda. I mean, it sure doesn't look like it. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. Plot twist, I did not expect that I would be painting on a crab. And by the way, they came with this milkshake. Ooh, wonder if we can customize the milkshake too. Nah, we're focusing on the LPS today. We got our molds that we're gonna paint on. This second LPS will determine what color base we're going to paint this little crab. What have we got here? Second LPS is, yes! Oh yes! I came out so lucky! Guys, if you don't know, purple or lavender or any shade of purple is my favorite color! So that means I'm gonna be painting this LPS hermit crab, my favorite color of all time! I'm so excited, yes! And keep in mind, I'll be painting it based on the base color, not the marking colors. Oh, and it came with a little carrot cake. I've never seen a carrot cake prop before from LPS, so that's new. You know, some KX molds are hit and miss. Like, there are some that can come out a little bit wonky, but I am really digging how this one turned out. It's actually not that bad. So that's 2 boxes from the middle row. We didn't pick any on the top or bottom. Let's do this one. This one was almost about to fall out. What? This is so cool! So I'm biased because my mascot is a dachshund, and I've seen this particular dachshund making the rounds on the LPS community. A lot of people are big fans of this guy, regardless of whether he is KX or ES. These will be the markings that we're gonna make on this little crab. I don't know how that'll translate from a dog to a hermit crab, but we'll try our best. But I won't be painting the markings the exact color because that's what pet number 4 is for. Oh, almost forgot to share that this little guy comes with a hot dog, which is super relevant for this LPS. I've seen accessories being thrown around arbitrarily to LPS, like, I don't know, a bunny would get a bone, or I don't know, I just thought the accessory selections were arbitrary, but this one fits. Okay, so now we need to pick one from the bottom row, and I'm not just gonna pick the one from the middle. Let's get the one from the side here. Come on out. There we go. Ooh la la! Queen over here. Okay, so right off the bat, this girly looks adorable. Although the paint job on the markings isn't that fabulous. But I mean, I can't blame him because white paint is very temperamental, which means, whoo boy, it's not my favorite color to work with, but we can try to make this work. I mean, white does work with purple. After all, it worked for this bunny. This is one of probably the most gorgeous cakes I've ever seen. It's like when you go to one of those fancy bakeries and they sell these very European style cakes with the chocolate shavings and like frosting on top. It's so beautiful. Alright, so this time I'm not looking at where I'm touching, so whichever box I touch first. Is this a box? Oh. Alright, so I grabbed this one. We've got a steak and a king of the jungle, or queen, has arrived. Again, this is one of the LPS that has been making the rounds in the LPS community online. People absolutely have been adoring this jaguar and the toned down spots. Like, we've seen spots that are like very vibrant and dark in color, and this one has a toned down gray, which I'm not mad about. It looks pretty cool. But the markings aren't the main focus. It looks like the hermit crab will be getting chartreuse green eyes. And would you look at that? They have the same personality type, so the eye shapes don't have to change. All right, here is the official lineup for this mashup challenge. I'll be painting this hermit crab base to be a light purple, have markings that are just like the dachshunds, shaped like the dachshunds. That'll be white, and their eyes will be a chartreuse green. But looking at this hermit crab, you know, we know what the markings will look like, but does the white color also apply to the shell? I don't think so. I think we should do a bonus round to determine what color its shell would be. It's not like a dog or a cat that has plain features. Oh my god, can you imagine if we get the golden panda and we have to paint its shell golden? Okay, I'm gonna pick another LPS from the bottom just to even things out. Whatever this LPS's base color will be the color we will paint this crab's shell. And since we're going through 6 out of 18 LPS, hypothetically, I could do a part 2 or part 3 if this is something you guys are interested in seeing with the remainder of pets that are left. Let me know in the comments. Okay, can I get a drum roll, please? Oh, look at him! He's so cute! Okay, it's not the golden panda, but I'm not mad about this. I'm not about getting this little chicken nugget. He's the cutest thing ever. Oh my gosh, I love him. I love him. I love him to pieces. I don't care what anybody says. This is my favorite of Way of 4. And he comes with a little donut. It looks like a little My Melody donut or cupcake or something that you can get at Hello Kitty Cafe. Okay, so we're gonna be painting this guy's shell yellow. So it's not gold, but it complements the purple at least. Okay, now here's the final lineup. Again, now including the shell color. So without further ado, let's just get right to the customizing process. Cue the time lapse. I kicked off the customizing process by working on the base coat using a light lavender color. I want to say this took maybe 3, almost 4 layers. It was tedious. I'm not gonna lie. This took me a couple of hours to finish. It probably would have gone a lot slower had I not used the hairdryer technique. That's a little side tip. If you want to fast forward the drying process, you can use a hairdryer at a warm setting though. I would not recommend using the hot setting because that's also the same technique that customizers use to head swap, so it could potentially melt your paint and just ruin the process. So I'm doing a couple of coats of that. Also, I'm sorry if you guys hear noises in the background. Our neighbors are doing construction work on their front and backyards, and the jackhammer is going off like crazy. So it's gonna be like that for the next few weeks, but either way, we're just gonna roll with it. One thing I would have done differently while working on the base coat is dry brushing the entire body. As you can see, I only did the white dry brush for the shell, and I kind of regret not doing that for the rest of the body, but just so you guys know, I am not a professional customizer. I'm a bit rusty, and the customs I have been doing lately don't usually require this many coats. For example, I realized way too late that I used the wrong shade, so I'm now coating the base color with a darker purple, which unfortunately my lighting was not optimal, so it came out much darker than I want it to be. But I still think it turned out okay. Now I'm working on the white markings, and remember how I said before that white acrylic paint can be very nitpicky and comes out chunkier than you want it to? That is exactly what I was struggling with. After this experience, I am definitely going to take it upon myself to buy some white model paint. Some of my customizer friends have been telling me that it's a lot smoother than regular acrylic paint. I tried watering down the white paint to the best of my ability. It didn't come out as opaque as I wanted, so I had to incorporate more layers. I think I made about 2 or 3 layers of white paint. Anyways, white paint rant over. Besides that, I did enjoy coming up with the markings for this hermit crab, trying to figure out how to position them on the crab's little pinchers and legs compared to the dachshund's own legs. And while we're using white paint, we can't forget the whites of the eyes, of course. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far and are enjoying this mini voiceover. I haven't done voiceover work in a while, and the last customizing video I did was that constellation custom for my #darecraft episode. I'm kind of rusty with voiceovers. I don't usually do voiceovers in videos unless it's like for an emergency situation where like my camera mic decides to act up. I think it's about high time I get a new camera. Handycam worked for a while, but I think for newer videos, it may be worth it to invest in a more HDR style camera that's also good for vlogging, perhaps. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations. At last, after 20 million years of struggling with the white paint, we are working on the shell. Dry brushing the shell white was definitely worth it in the end. The paint came out a lot better on the shell than the rest of the body, in my personal opinion, and you'll see once the final product comes in. Now, as I'm working on the final touches, I also want to make a note of something. I don't show it on camera, but I seal the paint using a combination of satin varnish. I did 1 or 2 layers on the body and on the head. Then I did a couple of layers of matte varnish to give it that LPS official paint seal of approval. Seal? Where's the seal? We're working on a hermit crab. Anyways, I do have to credit LPS Akari for sharing that tip in her customization best practices video. The payoff was definitely worth it in the end because it gave off that traditional G2, G7 LPS sheen that we come to expect. But when it came to the eyes, I used the good old gloss varnish to seal the paint. If you made it this far into the video, well, stay tuned because it's not over yet. I have a little surprise waiting for you after we reveal the final product, so stick around and I'll talk to you shortly. A day and a half later, we have our finished custom, the final product. To recap, this custom's design was the combination of the hermit crab mold, the bunny's base color, the dachshund's marking shapes, the Scottish Fold's white colored markings, and the jaguar's chartreuse eyes, and as a bonus, its shell was comprised of the color of the pug we opened for last. I'm not sure if Basic Fun, let alone Hasbro, has tried this color combo, but it is looking amazing. I mean, obviously the purple and the white match the markings of the bunny, but the purple and white with the orange, I did not expect that to turn out as color coordinated as it did. They blend in well together without the colors clashing at all, which I'm super impressed by. As expected, my main critique was the white paint. Obviously, I used acrylic paint and tried to water down as much as I could, but this is the end result. This is the best I could do. Painting the eyes was also quite exacerbating, especially the eye shine personality and the eyelashes, hence why I did them off camera. And I am notorious for doing extremely well with eyelashes on the left eye, but failing with the right. I am not ambidextrous with painting. But I bet someone would think this is cute, and I am looking to give this hermit crab a forever home, which is why I am hosting yet another giveaway for the summer of 2025. So stay tuned to find out what the prizes are and how you can enter. I'm going to be picking 3 winners total, and 2 of the winners will receive the following. They'll be receiving a Springtime Fun single pack, a Wave 2 blind bag, and a Series 3 Pet Pairs pack, and maybe some other goodies that I may possibly throw in. Those will all be a surprise. And the prizes for the 1 grand prize winner out of the 3 will also be receiving a Series 3 Pet Pairs pack, but they will also be receiving the Disco Nights Play Pack, this giant set, and a Target exclusive mystery tube, as well as, dun 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 dun, my custom hermit crab. But you guys know me, I am full of surprises, so I may include some additional goodies for both the 2 regular winners and the 1 grand prize winner, just cause, you know, we like to have fun here. I wanna leave you guys surprised, besides just the prizes that I'm sharing with you. That's why they're called surprises. Get it? Editor Daisy here. I wanted to let you know that I've updated the prize distribution. So I actually found a few blind boxes in Target one day. So all 3 winners will be getting 1 of these blind bags in addition to the prizes that I already listed below. So get excited for that, you guys, if you're one of the giveaway winners. All right, back to the video. Due to the skyrocketing prices of shipping, I unfortunately will no longer be able to accommodate international shipping. This means that only participants that come from the United States can enter, but I'm willing to be flexible and I can try shipping out to other countries of North America like Canada or Mexico. So if you're from Canada or Mexico, you are eligible to enter too. How to enter this giveaway is to first be subscribed to my YouTube channel and then leave a comment below using the hashtag LPS Mashup and describe to me what your ideal LPS mashup would be. Tell me more about what mold you would paint, the base color, the markings and marking colors, etc. Just, you know, provide a bit of detail on what your ideal mashup design would be if you were to attempt this challenge as well. And guys, whether or not you decide to join the giveaway, the mashup challenge is free for all. It was made by LPS Cobalt and he put out an open call for anyone, and I mean anyone, to participate in this custom mashup challenge. I want to see your guys' creations as well. And again, a big thank you to Basic Fun for sponsoring this video and sending the blind bags so that I could do this challenge. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, and for showing your support. I love you guys, stay safe, and we'll see you again soon.